Hello, happy Friday, everyone. Today's November 2020, Friday. Let me give a quick recap and give you things to know before the bell and some earnings that came up already. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 44.81 points to 29,483.23.15%. S&P 500 climbed to 3581.87, a hike of 40.07 points. And the Nasdaq ended the day at 11,904.71, 103.11 points over yesterday. Actually, the thing is, it was actually running a negative when the markets were open yesterday, but then I think there was some stimulus talk that actually create more optimism. And then later of the trading day, so then the market went up. Then after that, I think there was some noises and discussions and news come about, whether the talk continue or not. So then the futures were down after the market closed. And this morning is kind of mixed. The stock futures kind of mixed. So because of the confident news and coronavirus infections, we're seeing a stimulus to the investor confidence. So Dow Jones future yields 0.1%, and S&P 500 futures dipped narrowly below fair trade. Nasdaq 100 futures gained 0.2% on the stock market right now at the moment, with Wall Street and China NetEase leading the index. HSBC downgraded shares to hold. Wall Street led the Nasdaq after reporting a much narrower earning decline than expected by analysts. Williams Solomon (WSM) jetted 8% higher as earnings soared 151% on a 22% revenue gain in the third quarter. Technology stock led the market higher yesterday, as even concerned with surge on COVID-19 cases and partial lockdown lingering. Facebook, Twitter, and Google are united to stop vaccine misinformation from spreading online. So, Facebook and Twitter were in Capitol Hill to testify and discussing the changes of the ad, which is a very old, old act that they were actually passed a long time ago. So so they were trying to help and testify now. During the testification, they're basically saying they were kind of help to supporting, to stop the misinformation, especially on on the election this year. Workday, WDAY symbol, earning per share was 0.86 and revenue was 1.11 billion, which were better than forecast and slightly better than previous quarter. However, the stock went down by $7.20 after our trade, 2.12% lower. Intuit Incorporated, which is the one doing the tax return and so on, EPS came in a lot stronger than estimated, and revenue was also above the forecast. However, the EPS was much lower than previous quarter, but 129% better than the same period last year. So, despite the strong result, the price was dropped slightly after our trade, and this announcement came out. UK retail sales saw higher in October ahead of lockdown. Earnings expected Foot Locker result the deal. On the data, Baker Hughes weekly U.S. oil rate count is next. There's some analysts now expecting that the market is bullish per se, and they think S&P 500 will be up by another 7%. So just bear in mind, because the market have been pretty bullish going up. Last 7 days trading of 10. Even we have seen the not correction, but kind of the deep down fall back, and it wasn't really a big amount, and it's all because of coronavirus cases continue to rise. If my projection is, if the stimulus talk reach an agreement and the announcement came out, which probably that's probably the last best news before the end of the year, the market definitely will rally and go up. But during the talk, as you learn from the past, you will say yes and no, close and no close whatsoever, and exactly talk about when you're gonna get a the check on your account. So these kind of discussion also continue to create relativity. So hopefully things will get better, and unemployment rate was actually higher than expected on yesterday reporting. So despite probably there should be some seasonal hiring help already. So well, but they also say they do some adjustment on that sometimes. So anyway, with the mix of the market, hopefully we'll find some good stock to I will be able to provide you some good stock to buy. An example would be FUV. FUV have been gone up a lot, so I don't know if any will buy from the stock recommendation I have on the list. Like I told you, because I didn't have enough money, so I'm not possible to buy all the stock I recommend. I probably trying to buy the top 5 with a couple of mix of other things that I just didn't recommend to you guys, because those are the one I consider as either short trade or really for just some personal preference reason. Have a nice weekend. Hope you enjoy my video. Thank you for your support.